So this is just a quick video to show you what it's like at the Onich Hotel and beach pods. So this is the main road where the hotel is located. There's the hotel. There is a lot of traffic on this road, and it's a 50-mile-an-hour road, so the trucks do come sort of thundering up and down here pretty much non-stop. If you're really not a fan of traffic noise, you might want to reconsider. But that said, let's go on and show you the rest of it. So this is where you drive into. Now, the weather is pretty rubbish today, but we've been here for 5 days and this has been the worst day. Every other day has been pretty nice. We've not really had any rain. So you've got beach pods over there. You've got beach pods over there. We stayed in the first one. It was really nice. I'll get to that shortly. Now, outside the hotel, you've got this garden area, which is really nice. There's like an outside decking area which you can sit at if it's nice as well. There's a rubbish bin there, which no one sort of told us that's the rubbish bin for obviously your rubbish that you've got in your camping pod. We just had to sort of look in it and assumed that was where we put the rubbish. There's no recycling, it's literally just dump your bag in and that's it. This dog poo bin has been full the whole time we've been there, which isn't great, but never mind. The view from here is spectacular. Not today, obviously, but I'll put some other videos on. If you look on my other videos, you'll see. But it is pretty spectacular. There's the other pods up there. I think they're the standard pods. And I think they're the luxury pods over there, I think. So yeah, we've got this beautiful beach. We've really enjoyed walking up and down here. When the tide's out, you can go right down to that corner and around, but not when the tide's in. So yeah, so that's the outside. I'm going to take you over to the pod in a minute and show you what's going on there. So these are the luxury pods, as far as I know. We stayed in the end one here, and you can see they overlook straight over the beach, and that's your view. So it's actually really amazing on a clear day, but you can't see any of the mountains or anything because there's so much clouds. But yeah, it's just such an amazing view, and we've loved sitting out from our pod there and checking it out. So I'm going to go over to the pod now and show you inside. So this is the walk round to the pods where we've been staying, and they've got their own parking spots, so you don't need to worry about finding a space here. It's quite a nice view from where you can park. Like a church over there. So this is our pod here, Sky, and this is our sort of little private kind of area. A little walkway. Now this has all got nice blue lights which you can switch on and off at night time, and outside lights and things. We've got windows on both sides. This is our little decking area. 2 seats. So you've got the lights on the floor all the way around, which really looks nice at night. There's your doors, and obviously there's that view I was saying. Now when we arrived, I looked over here and there was like rubbish kind of strewn around, like a bag with some recycling in, and I don't know whether that got washed up or thrown over, but I climbed sort of through, and I went down and I picked it up and I gave it in to somebody at the hotel. Came over and took it off me, but so that was a bit of a shame. I had to go and do that, but once I'd moved it all, it was nice. I mean, maybe it got washed up, but it was the first thing I noticed, so you know, you'd think somebody might have checked that, but never mind. Anyway, these are minor points. Overall, we've had an amazing time and definitely would come back here. So I'm just kind of showing you everything that we've experienced, good and bad. So you can see now there's a few bits of rubbish down there which I've not picked up, but anyway. So yeah, a bit wet today, so I'm gonna go inside now and show you inside the pod. So this is inside the pod. Now you have to excuse because this is like the last day for us, so we're actually checking out now. So I've tried to tidy up a little bit as best I can. So first of all, you've got a sofa, which I think is a sofa bed. Not the most comfortable sofa in the world, to be honest. It's quite soft, but you know, it's okay. It's better than nothing. You've got some cushions, which actually we used them outside on the chairs, and it made those chairs a lot more comfortable as well. You've got a desk area, which is good. A couple of chairs there. Your TV is kind of really at an angle, like up on the wall there, so it's not too bad. It's if you've got a bit of a stiff neck, then the TV's quite high up, but it's okay. It works. You've got full digital TV. We use Netflix on it. It was great. This is your outside light switches here. You can see now I've got the blue lights on and the outside lights. Heating, underfloor heating, which worked really well actually. We left it on the first day and it was like an oven in here. Now it's April, just to give you some context. So yeah, so this is the kitchen area. So you've got a toaster and a kettle, and I think this is a halogen hob, but I couldn't get it to work. There's no instructions. It would come on for like 5 seconds and then turn off. I had no idea how to use it. So, and what I found is I've rung twice the main reception number to ask questions, and the person who answers the phone then transfers you on to somebody else, and that goes to a voicemail mobile, and then nobody answers you. I did leave a message, but nobody rang me back. But that's one bugbear I found. I had 2 questions I needed to ask, and both times I just got transferred to somebody else's voicemail. Anyway, so yeah, a little kitchenette thing here. There's some cutlery. You've got glasses. See, this is one of the questions I wanted to know, is do you get cutlery and crockery and things, because that wasn't written anywhere. But yes, this was all here. There was a tea towel. Now, once somebody said to us, maybe bring kitchen roll. I watched another video on YouTube, and this person had said there's no kitchen roll and there's no soap to wash your hands with. There's no soap here. They provide you with some washing up liquid and a sponge. That was there when we came in. There is 2 bars of soap in the bathroom. You get your fridge here, which works great. There's a freezer in there as well. Microwave down there, and there is some pans and a cupboard there. There's a little cupboard under the bed where you can put things. The bed is quite soft. I'm used to a much firmer mattress, so I found the mattress quite uncomfortable because I've got a bit of a bad back. So yeah, I wasn't keen on the bed, but yeah. Heating, I think that's a fan heater there. Well, maybe just a fan actually, not a heater. I think that's just a fan if you get too hot. And then your bathroom. Somebody complained on another video that the extractor fan was really noisy. Now it's on here, you can... I don't think it's particularly noisy myself. You can always open the window, which instantly kind of cools it down. This is pretty much on all the time, which has been good. If it gets too hot, you can just open that. Bars of soap, as I said. And then you've got a couple of drawers here. Shower was great, no problems with that. That's the switch for that. Now you've got a brush and a thing, which to be honest didn't really work very well because the rubber edge doesn't really press on the floor, so when you try and sweep the bits up, they just go under it. So that wasn't great, but tried to keep the floor clean. Now the problem is, on a wet day like this, I don't know if you can see, but you know, the floor's getting soaked. There's a mat outside which is wet through because it's outside, but there's no mat in here now, and there's no mop either, so you don't get, unless you had some kitchen roll or something, you've got to be really careful, because if you came here and it was raining every day, your floor would be absolutely filthy. We've been trying to sort of keep our boots off here, but yeah, anyway, that gives you a bit of an overview. There's other lights and things, so it's you know, nicely lit. There's a plug socket in the corner there, so your phone chargers and things. Yeah, hooks for your coats. So this was our first experience of a kind of camping pod, whatever you want to call them, and yeah, we liked it. All in all, oh, shut the fridge, keep leaving that open. Hot water tap is not great. You turn it on, it lights up red, but if you push it a bit more to get it kind of trips out and goes green, blue. So to fill like a sink of hot water to wash up with, you've got to leave it on really low. These had actually tripped off when we came here. They didn't work at all, so they only gave cold water in here and in there. So I had to ring the reception, and that's, I say, they just transferred me through to a voicemail which nobody answered. So I was thinking, oh, we're gonna have cold water for the time we're here. So I was using the kettle to fill up. But let's get back to the reason you want to stay in this pod, and that is for the view. That is why you stay here. Now, it doesn't do it justice today at all. You can actually see now it's cleared a bit from what it looked like a few moments ago. You start to see a bit of the mountains, but yeah, the view is fantastic. So if you want somewhere that overlooks a beautiful view and you're not too concerned with a bit of traffic noise, then yeah, I would recommend the Onich Hotel. We had an evening meal last night, which was very nice, and but we haven't eaten there for breakfast or anything else, because to be honest, we wanted to sit here and eat breakfast. We've been sitting here looking out at the view. So yeah, that is pretty much it really. So yeah, check out the other videos I might put on my YouTube to show you what it's like on a nice day. I've also got a TikTok channel, you can look on there. There'll probably be some videos on there. Alright, thanks.